Hey, it's Troy here from hittingitsolid.com. I want to talk to you today about how to fix your golf slice and get rid of a really bad golf slice that is probably contributing to a lot of higher scores in your golf game. Now, if you played golf for any length of time, almost certainly guarantee you've suffered from a golf slice. I've previously had a golf slice when I first started playing the game where I had to aim virtually to another fairway to be able to bring the ball back around to hit the same fairway. So I know what it takes to get rid of it, and I'm going to give you a few different ideas and drills that you can work on, because what I found is what works for one golfer might not work for the next. So the first thing I'll typically look at if someone's struggling with a golf slice is their grip. A lot of golfers that have a slice have typically a too weak a grip. Now, for a right-hander, this pretty much results in their left hand is where the issue is. So if you have a look at this grip here, they'll typically have the thumb pointing down the grip, which is fine, but the knuckles on the left hand, as you can see there, you virtually won't be able to see them, and that's a very, very weak grip. And what happens is when you swing like that, the club seems to want to open and won't go on an arc and square up. So that's a very weak grip and makes it really easy to hit the ball left to right for a right-hander. So what I like to see is that they strengthen up that grip with your left hand, is turn it slightly to the right on the left hand so that you can see at least two knuckles on your left hand like that. And what that does, you'll see as I go through, the club head just naturally wants to square up in a beautiful arc, and it will result in a lot straighter golf shots. So make sure you strengthen up that left wrist, that'll really help you out. Now the other thing I like to help with fixing a slice is getting that takeaway right. Most guys that slice the ball take the club too far back on the inside, which looks something like this. Flipping it on the inside like that, that results in the club getting back over the top, cutting across the golf ball. So what you need to be doing, going away in one piece and getting the club head slightly outside the line of the hands or in line with the hands like that. So I'll demonstrate again. And that gets you on a great starting position to get rid of that golf slice. Okay, so the other thing I'll look at is getting the weight shift right. Typically a lot of guys that slice the ball, they might shift their weight to the left okay, but what they do is they leave their weight there and they end up swinging something like that with all their weight still on their back foot. So a great simple little drill is to, when you get your weight to the back, make sure you shift it to the left enough so that your right heel for a right-hander comes off the ground like that. That way, you know, you shifted your weight correctly. You don't want to be looking anything like that, but you want to be looking something like that, so you have shifted your weight correctly. So that's the next thing I'd do. Now the other thing I would look at too is the position of your left wrist. This is for a right hand at the top of the backswing. Now typically a lot of golfers that slice the ball, their left wrist, or their wrists in general, get very cupped at the top, so they look something like this. You can see there they're very cupped, and what I mean by that is there'll be a big hinge in the wrist like that. They'll be very cupped at the top. The club will be pointing out to the right, very cupped at the top, and they'll come down across the ball right to left, resulting again in that big slice. So ideally what you want to be trying to do is having a relatively flat left wrist at the top of your golf swing, which will look something like this. And if you can get that left wrist a lot flatter at the top, it makes it a lot easier to get it squaring down at impact on a better path, and you'll hit a lot straighter golf shots and get rid of that slice. Now lastly, I want to talk about a lot of golfers that suffer from the slice. This is for a right-hander. They're very right side dominant, and what I mean is when they come down the golf swing, they're trying to get a lot more power and distance with their right shoulder and their right arm, and they come across the golf ball and end up hitting a big left to right banana slice. So a good little thing to remember is in your golf swings, try to keep that right side a little bit quiet. So what I'll do is, as you go to the top, practice making down swings, just letting the club drop and keeping this right side as quiet as possible, letting the left side deliver the golf club more towards impact. The right side plays more of a supporting role in the golf swing, and a great way to practice this is just making left-handed swings and then just gradually putting the right on there and just swinging through like that. So keeping that right side quiet, as you can see here, I'm hardly doing anything with the right. I'm coming down, the right side's just barely holding onto the club, and I'm coming down on a beautiful path, ready to hit the golf ball. So try to keep that right side a little bit quiet, and that'll help get rid of that golf slice as well. Now finally, I'm going to give you one drill, and this really works great with getting rid of your golf slice. It's called the L to L drill. So I set up to the ball. A lot of the problem guys have with slicing is when they come through, they don't release properly, and they end up in a chicken wing position like this with a bent left arm and a bent right arm, like that. The L to L drill shows you how to release the club a lot better, which helps get rid of that golf slice. So if you set up to a ball, and you go back, form the letter L in the backswing, you go through, form the letter L in the follow through, make sure that right hand is on top of the left, and that'll help square up the club head and get rid of any golf slice you've got. So you can just practice this doing little short swings, and eventually working your way up to longer swings, and the L to L drill will really help you to get rid of your golf slice. So I hope those will help you out. If you have any questions or comments about the golf slice, something you're not sure about, please send me a message and let me know, and I'll make sure I help you out. Make sure you check below the video. I've got a couple of great links there that will help you out further with more golf instruction. Please subscribe to the channel. Any other suggestions for videos, please let me know. I'd love to know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.